All right, there's a really old guy ahead of us, so we got to be somewhat careful. But first shot of the day out of the car. Let's see how it goes. Not good.
All right, we are playing best shot. Wheel's a little right. So you want to go a little bit further straight and then right. He had a good right distance, but we needed 30 more feet, probably yards forward. So big difference. I'm going to try and stay left more and dunk right. So we'll see. First shot out of the car. Oh, that could be good. Darn, I hit a bad tree, went way right, so we're scrambling.
All right, so it turns out mine was actually better. So now what we're gonna do is we've got a little backhand look for an eagle. I'm a terrible putter, so it's probably not gonna go in, but I'm gonna throw my Discraft Zone, and it might be cool. It also might suck. I hit a tree, that's not good.
I'm throwing my hybrid catch throwing disc. It's the Glitch. Let's get throw it. It'll hold any line I put it on. We'll have a putt.
Oh, I totally missed that.
This is where the Glitch landed. I love this. I love playing catch with the boys with this. I love throwing it into the basket. Beautiful out here. We're here on hole 2 reds. It's 227. You want to carry tunnel left and dunk really hard right. So I'm throwing my double stamped Brody Smith. So let's go. This is a dunk way right, so I need to go way left. And if it rolls, it is perfectly leaf colored, so it needs to be a good throw. Not a good throw. One.
Before I throw a quick fact, this is the first ever recorded round at the new layout at Shaver. So pretty exciting. We're making history here today. And I'm throwing the runway again. It's a disc, if you've watched our other videos, you may be familiar with. So I'm gonna throw it. I need to hit that gap, just go straight. It won't be too hard to beat Nolan's throw, so I'm pretty excited. It wasn't that great. All right, I gaslit Nolan into thinking my throw was better. So we're down here. We've got a pretty interesting look. I'm gonna throw my zone again. Not the best footing, but I think it'll be sick. Not terrible.
I'm going iron semi-free. It is tough footing. Oh, shit. That's why we're playing park. POV?
I don't think I got it.
So we just finished hole 2. Heart rate's a little elevated. This is actually, it's kind of a trek for the woods here. So physically challenging course, but man, is it a good one. And we're actually walking over this tee pad. It's the blue. So we have 2 pretty awesome courses basically here with the reds, which are a little bit easier, very scoreable, and the very long blues, which are challenging. I played it opening weekend on the 4th. I played it on the 4th of July opening day. I played the blues. I think I had 1 birdie, so it's tough, it's fun, and if we get 20 likes on the reds video, we'll put out a treat for you guys. We'll play the blues, so don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right, guys, hole 3, par 4, almost 500 feet away. So if you look over here, you can kind of see the hole. It's way down there. It's way down there. And so I'm attacking this with a backhand. So I have 2 routes I can kind of go. If I throw an overstable disc out into the right and have it finish and crash back to the left, or I throw a somewhat understable beat-in disc straight through this gap. It's gonna fade, no, it's gonna turn to the right and fade back, and it might be sick. So I wanna do that, and we'll see if it works. I hit the tree, I didn't do it.
All right, I'm going my beat-in Nathan Firebird. You want to go only left. Truly does not make sense to throw this here. Here we go. Oh, I grounded it. I rolled it into a tree. One might be better. All right, we got about 50 or 60 feet of distance on that drive, so not quite what we were looking for. And we're still stuck with a real tough tunnel. So I'm gonna do a little step to the side with a putter and just try and get a little distance here. So this should flip the flat. I need to throw it at a little low arm angle. But I think we could get down there for a long putt. Oh, go through. Not the gap I was aiming for, but it's a good distance.
I'm a backhand player, and I'm gonna take what's called some casual relief so I don't hit my arm on the tree. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw an understable disc. And what that's gonna wanna do is when I throw a disc, it usually goes out and fades to the left. This disc is wanna go to the right. And so I'm gonna throw it, and I hope that I can get it to fade to the left and then turn to the right and go perfectly in where the basket is. That'd be sick. So I'm gonna try that out. Not even close.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That was a disaster. Shoot.
I'm gonna throw the same disc. Will lost his disc. It's a little bit of a bummer. But in disc golf and in life, like sometimes things go bad. It's all how you bounce back. So I expect Will, he's not gonna hang his head. I think he's got the mental fortitude to get us some birdies here. So I'm gonna throw this again quick. This time I'm gonna get near the basket. That's a circle's edge putt, so we'll see.
Yeah, such a bad throw, I lost it. But this time, I'm gonna throw the glitch. It holds any line I put it on. It's gonna be sick. Oh, yeah.
Why'd you put it on that line?
Mental mistake.
Kind of a far look for par, especially when we're playing doubles. Not a great hole, but we got a nice step putt since we're right outside the circle. That's what that flag is. So hopefully, a little windy. I had to actually putt it. I'm not very good, but we'll see. All right, I laid up. Now for Will.
All right, I'm gonna step putt. It'd be cool if it went in.
Oh.
Damn. Tap mine in.
Not a good bogey. All right, we're here on hole 4. It's 189 feet, but we can't see the basket. It's way up, probably, I don't know if that's 30 feet up and then back down. So you can see a gap that we have to hit, and then the basket's down probably 30 feet and maybe 10 feet to the right. So I'm throwing my double stamp Des Moines Challenge, Brody Smith, dark horse. I hit the gap, it will have a putt. I would have liked to get a little further straight. We're gonna be a little right, but a good shot after that.
I'm throwing my runway on this one. Let's see if it works. Too much.
We got a circle's edge putt. Very nice of Will to stand up there to receive this absolute smash of a name. Dang it!
All right, I was hoping I didn't have to do this, but you're gonna feel what it's like to see a made putt while you're in the basket.
We got some signage out on the course. Somebody 3D printed some cool shaver stamp toppers. And so every tee hole, I don't know what you call that, every tee box on the pole they have a red or a blue to help people navigate the course better. And you need it because it's a little bit of a maze out here, but luckily...
What, it's like a 3-mile hike?
3-mile hike or so. But with UDisc and the markers, it's very navigable.
Only an idiot would get lost with that.
I've misplayed the order before, but that could be anyone's fault.
All right, we're at hole 5. It's 345 feet away. It's a par 4. It's a pretty soft par 4. They actually don't separate the reds and the blues from the scoring, so it's a par 4 at the blues, it's a par 4 at the reds, which has actually been pretty favorable for a guy like me. I've actually eagled this hole twice, so no big deal or anything. But what I'm gonna do here is throw my Latitude 64 River. It's an Octoplastic. If I throw it flat, it's gonna turn and land right at the circle's edge, hopefully. A teeny tiny gap to hit as well. Oh, that's too much. Well, a great free kick though, but too much aim.
All right, I don't have to think as hard. I just need to blast a forehand as straight as I can, and I know the disc will finish right. So,
What's the disc?
The Anthem. So I think it's KJ USA. He has all those music ones. So maybe it's one of his line. I don't know. This was a bargain disc. I don't know why it was cheaper than all the other ones, but I love the way it flies. So yeah, all I have to do is go as straight as possible. The only thing that could hurt me are trees. Probably my famous last words. Oh, darn. I did hit a tree.
All right, so Nolan lost his disc as well. Turns out we're not very good at throwing, recording the throws, and then finding the discs. So there's people behind us, so we got to go kind of fast, but can't ask for 30.
Thing. All right, I lost my disc I just talked about. I'm a little bummed. But that's all right. It's tough to enjoy the sun if you don't see the rain. Curtis Jackson said that in the hit song Many Men. So that's about my life, I think. We're on hole 6, 203. It's just up and you can see the basket, not too far. I'm throwing. I'm changing my mind. I'm throwing this guy. So here we go. It'll be a long putt. We'll see.
Runway. Might not have come back enough. All right, I don't know if we're in the circle or not. So the rule of thumb there is you for sure can step putt. So I'm gonna step putt. Oh no! Totally missed it.
Elevated basket. As you can see, it's taller than all the other ones we filmed so far. So it adds a little extra to the difficulty of this putt. So see what I can do. Too elevated.
All right, guys, hole 7, 415 away. It's again a par 4. So we're right here, and it fades to the right just the whole time. And so you either want to forehand it with like a somewhat like almost understable forehand disc, or a very understable backhand, which I'm gonna do with my Royal Grace. Actually, this is the course where I lost this disc and it got ran over by a lawnmower or possibly a weed whacker.
How'd you get that disc back since we're losing them? Are those gone forever?
Actually, the great thing about the disc golf community is you put your name and number on the back of the disc. I'm not going to show you guys, but then if you find someone's disc, you text them, leave it somewhere, drop it off at a local disc golf court or a store like Titan, and then it gets back to them. So I'm going to throw this. It's going to be sick as hell, I bet, and we'll go from here. Oh no.
I'm throwing my 2023 Nate Sexton Firebird. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw as straight as I can and it'll finish right, so we'll see. Yeah. That was your first good drive of the day. That's exactly where you want to be. That's where my drive landed. We're in a perfect little tunnel. Holes right there. Up and down for a 3. That'd be a birdie. We start getting birdies in bunches. Oh, good kick. That'll give us a putt.
No one's in a really good spot, so I'm going to try to be aggressive and throw this glitch in. Turn. Wasn't even close.
That didn't count. That didn't count. Delete it. All right, here's where he landed. Easy 3. Hole 8, 227. Big downhill, little tunnel. So I just need to throw it straight, or I can try and go around. But if you peer the gap, it probably feels good. I would not now. So let's try this. Preserve A5, no big deal. Oh, we got so close. That would have gone 100 long if it didn't hit the tree, but we're down there. Nice spot for Will, actually. Came way back, but we just bumped into people on hole 5. It's a little crisscrossy, and they said, "Hey, is this your disc?" It wasn't one of ours, but that's just the community aspect of disc golf. Always trying to help someone out. So I'll try and make this putt, even though it's Will's drive, so he deserves it. But I already gave that little intro. Nice too.
All right, guys, hole 9. We're halfway through the course right now. It's about 506 feet away, so pretty far, and it's a par 4. It's hard to see, but it's the straight ahead is the practice basket. It's up and to the left a little bit. And so what I want to do is throw a disc, and it's pretty easy to hit this first initial gap, but it gets pretty messy way out there. So all I want to do is throw a disc and hope that something good happens down there, because I don't have the ability to control what happens down there. I don't think anyone does. I perfectly square up. It was a great throw, and I perfectly square up the tree in the middle of the fairway.
All right, I refuse to backhand, so I need this to almost be a tomahawk. So this will only work through a comedy of errors. So let's see if we can do it. A little more left I would have liked, but good distance.
Me stumbling to my bad throw. I gotta hop this stream like a super athlete. Oh my God, I'm gonna fall in. My throw is really bad, so we're gonna go up to Nolan.
Way lefter than I would have thought or hoped, but we have a little bit of a gap to try and get up there, up and down for the 3. So beggars can't be choosers. And I hit the only tree possible. Who could have thought?
Oh, I see it now. All right, teeny tiny gap. I'm known to hit those, so we'll go. I didn't hit it. I hit a tree. I went 30 feet.
Long putt here. I'll probably do a like half jump putt because I don't really know how to do a full one. Oh, pretty good.
I'm gonna try to do a little step putt. Sometimes I stumble my way into a make with those. I didn't.
Easy par here. Could have had a better drive, but nothing to complain about. So we just finished the front 9. Almost all disc golf courses are designed where hole 1 and hole 9 will be very close, like the start of hole 1 and the end of hole 9. So if you want to do a quick front 9 or quick back 9, you always end up at the parking lot, which is a cool thing about disc golf. You can kind of split it up if you want to play only a few holes or half of them or so. So course designers. Tip my cap.
How's the front nine? How does it compare to the back nine?
Front nine's fun. It's both very wooded. I think back nine has some longer holes, but I think there's more holes to score on. So hopefully, I think we were -3 through the front nine. Not a great score for doubles, but it's a little windy, a little chilly, a little muddy.
First time we're wearing sweaters while playing disc golf.
Yeah,
That's probably the reason why we're doing so bad.
yeah. So we got a lot of excuses. It's all about
Valid.
having fun, valid excuses, and yeah. Now we're at hole 10.
Possibly one of the more iconic holes here at New Shaver Park.
I'm going backhand. Don't do a lot of those.
Wow.
Iron samurai 3. Dude, dunk. Pretty damn good throw there.
I completely missed it. Disc golf zone. Oh no. Sit, please. I beg of you.
So I made the island. One of the, like he said, probably the iconic hole for Shaver. It has a sweet sign up front. Made island. I don't know if you could see how close I was from an ace, but
No.
probably would have been an ace. I don't know. I don't really have an excuse, but if it wasn't so windy or something, it would have been an ace. But this is for nice, easy solo 2. That's how you do it.
All right, guys. Hole 11, 182 feet tunnel shot. It's pretty unfortunate. I keep getting the tunnel shots because they're pretty bad. So, again, I'm gonna throw my Glitch. It's a throwing and hybrid catch disc. The fun thing about this disc is it holds whatever line you put it on. So if I throw it straight, it goes straight. If I throw it right, it goes right. Any line I put it on. So we'll be able to see. This tells the truth. Pretty straight.
I'm gonna be flicking my A5 up there. Darn. I said it's underneath the basket. I said darn because I wanted an ace, but that's a tap in birdie. I'm kind of on fire right now. All right, we're on hole 12, 794. That is correct. It starts with a 7. It's darn near 800 feet. That's far. This is one of the only par 5s maybe the only par 5 in Cedar Rapids. I think there's a par 5 at Mount Vernon.
Jones,
Jones has a 5? Okay.
17.
That's 4, I think. I think it's a hard 4. I've never...
Oh, maybe I'm dumb as hell.
That's okay. But I'm going to actually throw my river. Will throws it a lot to very wildly mixed success. So maybe I'll throw a good one. Not a lot of distance. I threw it straight up in the air, but it'll actually be in a fine spot. We'll be able to see where we need to go because you have to go straight 200 feet and then left the remaining 700. So we'll see.
All right, guys. Kind of a bummer it's the fall right now because it's a blind shot. And so I'm going to throw this disc. We're not going to see it land. It's going to be under some leaves, but it's blue. There aren't many leaves that are blue, so we should be able to find it. Fudge. That was piped. All right, guys, unfortunate tree hit. I'm usually probably 100 feet further, but we'll make do with what we've got. I'm gonna be throwing my Kristen Tatar 2022 Royal or Orbit Grace. If I wouldn't have thrown this, I probably could have sold this to put my kids through college, but just for the love of the game, I'm throwing it. The one tree. Not a great.
Far away. There's a person, if I hit her, one hell of a throw. So.
She knows the inherent liability of walking on a disc golf course.
All right, so I'm going the left gap, throwing Nate Sixton Firebird 2023, and it'll finish right.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Hey, glad I waited for that lady to walk by, because that would have piped her. We're doing a very casual round where we're just picking up our discs and throwing them. But in tournament play, you have to mark your disc. So you have to like put it right there, and then you'd have to be within like 6 inches behind the disc for the throw. We're not even getting close, so we're having fun out here. But the basket's on top of the hill up there. This is our third shot on the par 5. I wish I would have gone about 200 feet further, but not a bad spot.
All right, this hole is basically throw your driver as far as you can 3 times, and then hope you don't have to do it a 4th time. So I'm throwing my Innova Destroyer G-Star plastic. Was made in 1999.
Same year Shaver 1 was designed.
Yep, same year as the original Shaver Park. There are a lot of fun facts about Shaver Park.
Did that just get through? Oh no.
All right, guys, I got pretty lucky with my throw, and so now we've got a little flick right up there with a forehand. So I'm gonna be throwing my zone. We'll see how this goes. Possibly a good tree hit.
Same idea. A5 from the preserve.
No big deal.
2 pots.
I was closer. All right, I don't know if we saw any of that. All right, guys, hole 13, it's 204 feet away. We don't have the elevation profiles here, but if I had to guess, 100 feet maybe. So I'm gonna be throwing my runway again, and I need to get it straight. This is an overstable disc, so it wants to fade to the left. I need it to fight fading to the left. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of baby Annie. Do a turnover shot. It's probably a bad idea. Let's see, he's sick as hell. It's just about perfect.
An absolute gem from Will there. So I got the green light to run for change for the A5. So it's a wildly bad shot. It's because I overthrew it.
Where's the A5 from?
It's from the preserve, which is no big deal. Darn.
Inches of that tree. All right, guys, we're halfway in the circle. Honestly, bad for me. I'm better at step putting at the edge of the circle. So what you do in casual play, and this is totally accepted, is you flip the disc over so you can get a little closer. All right. It's easy.
All right, at hole 14, it's a hair under 500 at 497. This might be my personal favorite hole on the course. We go tunnel for 300, probably 350, and then we go down just a little bit for the last 200.
Talk about the first time we played this hole.
The first time we played it, Will had an absolute gem of a drive, and we thought we lost it forever. But it turns out it was
The perfect drive.
The basket.
The perfect drive.
And we just simply didn't think to look in the perfect drive spot. But I'm gonna go. I probably won't try and throw that today. I'm trying to throw something that'll just land. There's a walking path about 350. That's almost all the distance I have in my arm. So I'm gonna try and land somewhere on there, have a nice open shot. So A6 Firebird, we're gonna carry, we're gonna go left, and we're gonna finish so hard right. So let's see how it goes. Ooh, I hit a tree, but I just kissed it. So we got the full flight, and I think we hit the walking path. So exactly what we.
All right, guys, I'm gonna take a little bit of a different approach. I'm gonna be throwing a mid-range. It's actually the Spooky Hex, which is perfect because it's almost Halloween. So I'm gonna throw this. I kind of want this to just go straight and not come back, not fade back at all. So we'll see what happens. I really like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we were completely off with how far we thought this disc went. We were looking down there, didn't even cross the net. So what I'm gonna do now is throw a very overstable, just little flick forehand throw with my Zone OS. I wish it was the Brodie Smith edition, but it's not, it's just the standard edition. So it is the first run though, no big deal. But anyway, let's see how this goes. Looked pretty good. I just couldn't tell how much it rolled at the end.
Two more challenge. Dark Horse, double stamped.
Brodie Smith edition.
I went on the other side of the basket. We got no idea where they rolled to, so.
All right, so sometimes when you're playing disc golf, people will tell you if you lose a disc, you should count that as like a stroke. We don't play that way, and I don't think it should be played that way in casual rounds. Losing a disc is punishment enough. So whenever we play and we lose a disc, you don't get a stroke penalty. You just feel like such an idiot because you lost a disc. And so now let's watch Nolan hit this putt. That was my live reaction because I couldn't flip it, but he almost made it. All right, guys, this will be sick. So we're walking to hole 15. Hole 15 is actually where I hit my one and only ace I've ever hit. It was actually pretty cool because Nolan was trying to bully me and record my throw and laugh at me, but I hit an ace on it. So in the end, I was the one who was laughing.
I told him the perfect disc to throw. He tried to say, no, I'm gonna throw a different disc, which would have been funny, but I bullied him into throwing that disc, and then he aced it. So I think normally when we caddy for each other, if we suggest a disc to the other person, it's because the disc that we think we should throw is totally wrong. And in that case, it worked out for the best.
All right, guys, hole 15, really quick. Editor, please throw in the ace video right now. Awesome. All right, hole 15, 200, now that you saw that sick video, 250, you should actually stop. So then you can.
Will! I just got that on!
Oh my God. Yes. Again. All right, hole 15, 255 feet, par 3. This is it. This is the magical disc that I aced with. Nick Jensen, Nolan Tubal, and I all signed it. It's pretty cool. It means a lot. So what I'm trying to do is just throw this disc. It's a Captain's Raptor, so it's super overstable. I just want to throw this out there, honestly pretty flat, and it's going to fight very hard back. Not a bad throw.
5, very close. It's too close for a Firebird.
Whoa.
So I wish I had an entropy, but instead I have a double stamped Dark Horse.
Do you want to throw my zone?
No.
Okay.
It's pretty darn good. If it doesn't roll down the hill, and it slid down the hill, so not very good.
All right, guys. In the industry, this is known as a death putt because if you look behind the basket, there's a hill. And so if I airball, which is a real possibility, and it just goes down the hill, we're gonna be in a really bad spot, and you're gonna want to KMS. So
What's a 2 to a 4 called? You're gonna shoot for a birdie and you get a bogey.
it's called a bogey. We hate those. So I'm just gonna hit this, and we're not gonna have to worry about that. Simple. So we're at 16. 16 is the holdout we sponsor. And for some reason I picked this hole. I honestly thought I was picking the par 5, but I was totally off.
So this is a dream ace, because soon the sign's gonna say sponsored by the Tubal brothers.
But we're actually the blue.
Over the blue? Okay.
Yeah.
40 feet back, dream ace. But for now, we're rocking 207, par 3. You just have to take a moment to enjoy the beauty of the course in the fall here.
Let's take a quiet second. No one has better timing than God himself.
Yeah, wow. Picked up the leaves and the wind, birds chirping, squirrels chattering. Watch this drive. Bad, don't watch it.
Oh, wow.
No.
Runway. Sit. Don't fight too much. Ah. All right, guys, if you get a birdie on this, it's a stroke on the field, usually. So no one's 30 feet that way. So we're taking mine where I'm blocked by all these trees. So I'm gonna just try to do something crazy and we'll see what happens.
Whoa.
A lot closer than I thought.
Nope. All right.
I think I missed both of those. All right, guys, 17, second to last hole here at Shaver Park. It's a pretty cool hole. And so if you take a look out there, it's about 400 feet away and it's uphill the whole time. And so you can either, if you've got a crazy strong forehand, you can go and just kind of push it out there and hope that it doesn't fade too far to the right. Or if you have an understable backhand, that's probably the play. And so I'm gonna try to throw this G-Star Destroyer. If I can get it out there, it'll be sick as hell. It was a far throw, just a completely wrong path.
All right, a little deceiving on where Will's throw landed on and where the hole is. So I'm gonna go probably 100 feet to the right of where he landed.
Good call.
Nope.
What the hell?
Accurate. So not a ton distance, and I missed every tree. Super lucky. Very good throw in the end.
So I gaslit Nolan into thinking my throw was better again. It's just right there. It's for eagle. My Discraft ESP zone. Just want to flick it up there and see what happens.
Oh my god.
Possibly a great tree hit.
Put my glitch here. I'm just gonna kind of put it on. It'll hold any line I put it on. I'm gonna kind of float it underneath the basket, hopefully. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's pretty much perfect. So there we go. So yeah, this is pretty much everything I could ask for. I got pretty close to the scary edge here. I'm gonna do a little turbo putt. People call it a pizza putt. This is just for fun because I'm counting this as a gimme. That's how close we are.
First putt you made today.
Hole 18, the final hole. A little bit of tree pinball is normally played on the drive here. You go 200 feet and then it's a huge downhill. We probably lose 40 feet of elevation after that 200. So I'm hanging out way left and just pray. But I'll throw my 96 and Firebird. Yeah, super fun course. Cedar Rapids is pretty lucky with how many disc golf courses we have. This one rules. So yeah, let's see if I can end on a good one. Be a little lucky. Big tree hit, but I'll be center fairway.
All right, guys, this is a much more difficult hole to play on the backhand, but I'll show you how it's done. So I'm throwing my Latitude 64 River. Don't know if I'm too familiar with this disc, but I'm gonna try it out here. It's an understable disc. This disc has 7 glide. That's crazy. So that means this disc just wants to stay in the air. If I can throw it somewhat decent, it may not land. And I didn't throw it decent. Please hit a tree. Thank you, God. And this is kind of like a look behind the camera. We probably spent twice as much time playing, looking for our discs. When we throw, we honestly have no idea where they go. But we've luckily found this one. It's pretty decent. We'll go from here. All right, what are you thinking?
I think A5.
A5?
Yeah, I'm going straight at it, flip to flat, taking this little step out this
Oh
way.
my God.
We'll see if it works. Just lucky tree hit. If I would have thrown a little more stable, it would have been a way better throw.
I'm gonna learn from Nolan's mistake and also not do that gap. So I'm either thinking, yeah, I'm going runway. I'm just gonna throw this and it's gonna be sick. Wasn't sick.
There's the basket.
We're ending 18 here with a long look at the birdie. Big drop off, so nice death putt to end it.
For bogey.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, I did a nice little floater. Just be safe. I know I got a guy behind me putting.
Thanks to Nolan's very purposeful and well done layup, I now have the green light to run it. So I'm gonna do a little step putt and we'll see if I make it.
Good bid.
Pretty close. All right, as we bring in the final throw to this pretty atrocious round that we played in a duos, but you know what they say, a bad day discing beats a good day working.
My 6, not too bad. Definitely not very good, but had a good time.